What's up, guys, and welcome back. So in today's video, I want to talk a little bit about how to trade earnings news, because this is one of those catalysts that I'm always a little bit iffy on. It's not really my favorite catalyst, but it is something that we see over and over and over again, so might as well figure out how to trade it. So that's what I'll talk about in this video. I'll also be talking about the stocks that I traded today, which were not earnings winners, but a lot of the ones we were seeing today were earnings winners, so it's a little bit important about how I actually went about my day. And at one point, I just stopped and walked away. One, because there was a lot of earnings winners, and then two, because it was nice outside. Right now I'm in Berlin, and whenever the sun's out, you just go outside because it's rare. Plus, actually, there's probably a third reason, and since we're in August right now, which tends to be a slower summer month, I didn't feel like I needed to push the pedal to the metal. I just said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead, wrap it up, and then go from there. So let's go to the charts, talk about what we're seeing here, and the best ways to trade all of these earnings winners, which today was no different than honestly any other earnings winner day. And okay, let's just start here. So right on my watch list, I go ahead, say first thing, today a lot of earnings winners could be more mellow rallies. And what I mean by that is every time there's an earnings winner, the price gets the price gets priced in. I don't know, wherever the price should be, tends to find that area fairly quickly. My favorite catalysts, like you guys know on this channel, are like, you know, small companies with big contracts with like the government, or like with Tesla, or like a biotech with, you know, finding a big cure for a large segment of the population. Those are my favorite. Or some sort of like company that has really good news in a hot macro market, like, I don't know, some small EV company, and you know the EV space is really hot or something like that. Those are my favorite. Earnings, not so much. And so we come here, we have ARCT, one of their first ones. Q1, it was actually a loss, not even that good, but it looked like there was other reasons this ticker might have been up because of a short float and a high short ratio. We had FULC, which was actually the winner for today. This actually should say 70, not 7%, a little bit of a mistake there. Second quarter 2021 financial results. We had DYNT, fourth quarter. We had BHTG, second quarter. So a lot of earnings winners coming out. So what I want to do today is talk about those, and then we'll wrap up this video by talking about what I trade today. Small profit day here in terms of money, but actually in percentage wise, it was actually a pretty good day. I was trading between 25 and 50% of my full size. So some trades were about $2,000, some trades were about $5,000. So in the end, I definitely had over, I don't know, probably over 11, 12% day based on my average position size, which is actually quite good. It feels a little bit smaller because the profits are a little bit smaller because of the small size, but overall, I can't really complain. Actually, technically, it's a good day. So we'll talk about these trades really quickly at the end as well. But first, let's go through all these tickers. So we had ARCT. This one actually had kind of negative catalyst in terms of like bad earnings, but at the same time, you know, boom, huge rally here, and this is why it's so hard to try to predict anything with the stock market. And you know what? I gave up trying to predict anything many years ago in the stock market. And many people think as a trader you're trying to predict the market. That's absolutely not true. We're looking for good risk reward setups. We're taking profits into strength oftentimes, and you know, we're looking to try to ride the trend as long as possible. Now, this ticker ARCT, big move here, but then look at this volume, pretty much faded. It just was super unexciting in this pre-market area, and I wasn't even looking at it at the market open anymore. So that ticker was done. Let's put a line through this ticker maybe, so we're just kind of wrapping up here, making a little progress. We had, I think the next ticker was DYNT. FULC came a little bit later. So let's talk about this one, DYNT. Nice 13 million float here. DYNT. And I gotta say, this ticker actually had that big 176% year over year growth. So this actually should have been the really hot ticker. Unfortunately, look at this. You know, big move here. And then consolidation. So, okay, it did at least a big move, but then consolidated, and then the volume at first was really light, but this is like extreme extended hours, so that's fine. But here it was really choppy. You had, you know, some pullbacks, but the flushes are kind of hard. This would have maybe been the best move of the day right here, but it was only 6% pop. They're just really relaxed moves. And remember, I was saying could be more mellow rallies, and this is literally the definition of more mellow rallies. It's just not that nice. Then, going into the market open, or not the market open yet, but getting close to the market open, very light volume. And then, tried to break higher here, but just couldn't. And it's been selling off most of the day. Found some support around 1.5. I don't know, not looking so good. Maybe it's going to find support here and then, have a second leg up. But in terms of day trading, it's just not a nice ticker. We had BHTG as well. BHTG. I feel like I say these tickers and then I forget it right away. This one, pops up, sells off, pops up, sells off, always very light volume, just totally not tradable, just super uninteresting. Nasty stuff. It wasn't until FULC, another earnings winner, FULC, that FULC, this ticker was arguably one of the better traded tickers in the space, but at the same time, I can't even get on board with that. I mean, this is just so light volume, not interesting. It was really not interesting around till maybe like 8:30 or so, because at this area, we were getting some consolidation and near the highs. That's actually good. And we had, for the first time, some volume coming in. This was probably one of the better moves of the day on this one. Nice little 8-9% pop here, but I was already just about to leave the house at this point, so I wasn't interested on this one. If anything, I probably would have got caught in this pullback flush here, just nasty stuff. This ticker, I did go ahead and mention that there's big support on the fives. Strong front side, big $5 price levels. And what I mean by that, $10 big price zone, $15 big price zone, $20. You can kind of see these are pivot areas. So those were key areas I was kind of focused on this one. Into the market open, this was nasty. Did find a bit of a rounded bottom at one point, but check out these breakouts. Huge breakout and then very strong pullback. Big breakout, very strong pullback. Big breakout. I mean, this is just nasty. There's a good chance I would have been always late and then got caught in these flushes. So super happy I walked away today. I mean, these earnings winners are just not my thing, especially in August. I mean, nasty stuff. So, and FULC is by far the best ticker today, and it's up 110% roughly right now, which is actually pretty impressive. So we hit those, $15 milestones. We're almost at that $20 milestone, so quite impressive on this ticker. But still, I mean, price action is just, it's rough. Oh my God. So yeah, boom. There goes all of the earnings winners today. Just really nasty stuff. And now, really quickly, I do want to talk about the companies that I actually traded today, all of which were not earnings winners. I don't know if it was just like, subconscious Alex that was avoiding them, but we had KXIN. This is a ticker we've had pop up many times. It was unfortunately a Chinese ticker, and I've been a little bit reluctant to trade them because I just feel like they're going to get halted by the SEC, and then my money's going to be tied up. I'm sure it's like a totally unwarranted thing, but I've seen it in the past, and like, I don't know, just having my money tied up for months on end, it just does not seem like that's something I want to do. So I'm a little bit reluctant to trade it, which sucks because you don't want to be biased when you're day trading, and sometimes I am. Because I missed this big front side move here. I was too reluctant to trade it, and technically I should have traded that and been done. I did try to trade the first pullback to look for another move. Didn't happen. Made some money, lost some money. I don't know. This ticker wasn't really that interesting. This was all chop, and when I saw that, I was already packing my bags in this area. I was like, this is a disaster. And this was they're trying to get into the EV space a little bit. Okay, so we have that. We have ZEV. This is another ticker that was popping up, kind of exciting today. Where is it? Here we go. 80 million shares outstanding. Actually, kind of nice. I didn't find the float, so I just put the shares outstanding. But since the float is always less than the shares outstanding, I figured it's probably between 5 and 8 million shares float. So that's actually pretty nice low float. I actually really like this partnership. You can look into it. There was some big players in this partnership, even with Tesla. So I was like, okay, this actually sounds really, really good. But the problem with this one, ZEV, is the fact that it had a huge $10 price range that I wasn't sure if it was going to break through. So let's go here. You could see big support on this one, held support here, but then it cracked, then it became new resistance. So today, I missed the aggressive front side move. Of course, again, I don't know what it is. I keep missing the front side lately. So this was the move. Right here, boom, 50% almost. I should have been done. I should have brought this pullback, but I just didn't. Traded it once here. I felt like there was such a small amount of upside, so I was like, I can't push myself to trade it, and then I was pretty much done trading after that. I think this ticker would have been really hard to trade today, and I'll tell you why. Sorry, I'm like zooming in and out. It's a little annoying, I think. I'm just trying to find that perfect spot. Yeah, here it's good. So this ticker flushed over and over again. So this is like classic weak market phase right now. So, technically nice little, well, this is tough, but it's a little bit of a stare pattern. Technically it should be breaking out here, flushes. And you're like, oh, and then another breakout, flush, another breakout, flush. So at this point, I probably would have been down a couple $100. I don't know, let's say a few percent every position. If I got lucky stopping out quick, it would have been super stressful. So I was like, that would have sucked. And then most likely I would have not traded this one. I mean, this pullback here is all over the place. I highly doubt I would have traded this one. So, not an earnings win play, but at the same time, weak market, sometimes you just make your money and you just want to walk away as quick as possible. So that's literally what we were seeing. And then the ticker that actually did the best today, for me personally, IMV, where's this ticker hiding? Here we go. The Canadian company, 67 million float, kind of on the high end. But this was a biotech play with cancer catalyst news on their trial they're working on. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Again, guess what? I missed the front side, except around $2. I start getting aggressive on this ticker. So I'm buying into the breakout here, and then I'm selling towards 2.2. And the reason I was selling at 2.2 is because, again, we had big time resistance here at 2.2. That's usually where I like to sell and take profits. If you like, classic trend following or whatever, something like that, you kind of want to keep holding. You want to be taking profits because you don't know how high it's going to go. But with day trading, it's a little bit different, I found. It's just the price moves too quick. Okay, so we have pullbacks in this area. I trade a few pullbacks, constantly big resistance here. So when I found that there was so much resistance here, I didn't trade any of these ranging potential breakouts. They just weren't interesting to me until we're back on the front side, a clear front side, and then I start trading this pullback here, and this is where I make a little bit more money. Now at this point, I noticed, man, this ticker is really struggling right now. I think this right around 820 is when I was like, I'm done. Like, I just don't want to trade anymore today. There's a lot of struggling tickers. There's a lot of catalysts that I'm not a big fan of. It's on a very weak month overall. So let me not, push it, pedal to the metal. And I think that was the right decision today. Did I leave money on the table? For sure. I mean, look at this move. This was a huge breakout right here. I mean, it could have been super great to trade that. But, if you just hold on too long, you're just, you're getting stopped out, and it's nasty. I mean, these sell-offs are just horrible. I mean, the amount of flushes today is just eye-opening. Anyway, guys, that's everything today. Small green day here. Percentage-wise, actually a pretty decent green day. I hope you learned something. Don't forget to drop a like if you did. It's the easiest way to support the channel. I really, really do appreciate that. If you're totally new, we'd love to see you in the comment section. We'd love to see you in the Discord. So definitely subscribe and get involved with the community. And like always, guys, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao.